So as we work our way through our waveforms and we finally realize, let's say I go back here and I've got an ACA signal that I liked, but I didn't get one at a depth of 74. I forgot to walk all the way through the segment. I am still post-processing, even from my report page, able to jump in here and pull a waveform from the active report because it saves the data of the exam. So now that I've switched the depth with what was previously a depth of 67 and a waveform that I've saved, I can now go in here, switch to a different depth, and save that waveform as well, so that even in post-processing, I'm able to go back and kind of, if I'm dealing with a difficult patient, I can turn what was really 1 or 2 clips of an ultrasound, and I can squeeze the diagnostic data out of it because I can go into that retrospective data retrospectively. Then I can go back into the summary and I can just make sure, to verify that what I just clipped is sitting right here beautifully. So I now have a clip taken at 74 that I didn't actually take live. I took the one at 67 live, and then I went back into it from my report screen and jumped to a depth of 74, the exact same waveform, the exact same patient. One of my favorite parts of it too is I don't even have to assume that the sound is correct at this new depth because I can't go back and listen to it, because my camera's not on the patient. I'm lucky enough, I can actually hit play and it'll play through my data collection here. It'll play me all the way through. So once we get to that waveform here as I'm scanning, I was scanning at 67 as I did this, but it was actually actively scanning at a depth of 74 as well. So I can actually watch myself scan now that I've done and I've saved it. I can go back in here and we can get an appreciation as I begin to insonate the true signal of the ACA and it begins to come in at a depth of 74. So also, if you're live, you don't have a lot of time, they do have the lovely scroll bar down here. So I can actually take it down here where I'm starting to get those waveforms to come back in here. And so there was a beautiful strip with a nice acoustic window. I can get an appreciation for that sound to make sure that my highs, mids, and lows are there. That way I know I'm not being tricked into a waveform that is actually an underestimation of somebody who might possibly be in spasm. Let's say I like that one better right there. I can go back in here directly where I just was. I like the way it measured it. I can save that one too. Now I have 2 that are beautiful at a depth of 74. So what I can do is I can come in here, go down to my ACA waveforms, and you can see here I've got this lovely guy right here at 74 that we were just in. I can compare that guy and I can leave them both in there if that's what I'm looking to do. I have the ability to go in any of the images that I've actually saved. And even though I don't even have the probe to the patient, I can go in and I can analyze the depths as I'm working my way through, or even see how the window looks as I'm moving my way through the window. And this is a great example where I'm catching up what appears to be a P2 segment as I work my way through an MCA. And then when I'm done, go into my summary page, and it's just simply a matter of writing my report.